pull up a seat here at Couch Banner Podcast. I'm your girl, Sunshine, the visual wordsmith. How you be? The hardest thing to do is to break an ugly habit. I knew a woman who loved to bake, but she would complain about how much the ingredients cost to bake the cakes and then get upset when people asked her to make the cakes, but she liked to give them. For me, it was a little bit of a mind fuck because it's like, so how do you enjoy something, but you despise it at the same time? She also was in the boomer generation, so I can kind of see where she was conflicted, I guess. But I had to look at my own life when I saw her doing those things. Like, so what do I do of my own where I'm contradicting myself? And it was with what I'm doing right now. I love having conversations with people because I know that after I have them, it transforms their lives. That when I come into people's lives, that I am an asset and not a liability. That people's lives change for the better. So when I'm no longer there, they do miss my presence, but they won't say it out loud. And that's okay. I would hate to have to set up the cameras, the lighting, the audio, but I would love how it turns out. So, how do you not love the process, but you love the result? When you start to look inward, do introspection, you're able to correct the things that you see the flaws in other people. So that way that you're not a walking contradiction yourself. You live from a judgment-free zone and you allow people to just be who they are. However, if you're paying attention enough, you'll learn again about yourself, not about them. If you have an opinion of what someone else is doing and it hits you deeply, that means that that's your thing to get through, not to bring to them so they can help it for themselves. It's for you. If you ask me, I really believe bad habits are generational. If you are a parent that's hands off and you lay in the bed for a majority of the day, you don't really cook, you don't really spend time with your children, but then you are maybe upset that they don't clean their room, that they don't do their chores, that they don't talk to you when something is going on with them, you have to look at yourself as the parent. And there were plenty of times where I took a lot of step back to look at me from what my children were doing. Yes, they are their own people, but they also reflect to you what you have been doing for them. So people who have kids who actually raise their children and you're paying attention, we are some troopers. We made it, okay? Because that is the biggest mirror that would ever be in front of you. So it's so advantageous for you to look at that reflection so you could be a better person for you, but also for your children. And just to broaden the scope, is anyone you encounter. Those bad habits actually show up in your love life and in your work life. If your projects or your work doesn't seem to be elevating, it's because you're stunting your own growth. You're in your own way. You have to figure out what that bad habit is. And you can't see it by yourself. You only see it when other people see it too. Whether that's your children or in your romantic relationship, they're going to help you see it. And the longer that you try to hide yourself in front of other people, you are going to continue to make bad habits and have bad choices. Living out loud shows you and other people that even though I had this type of time, that I'm changing it into this, and this is how I changed it. It's not that you're trying to sell a product or yourself, you're giving people hope. Because right now, it's not a lot of that out in the world. So if you can show people that you can break something inside of you that should not be operating and you fix it to where it needs to be, then you are a functional human or woman. And that's all we want to do, is to be around better people so it can be a better experience in this place. It's a limited time, and why would you want to continue to make the choices that makes this time feel so long? I'd rather have conversations about, damn, that went by fast. Can we have some more times like that? If you're finding a hard time of breaking your habits, then book a one-on-one session with me so we can find really what it is on how to get to who you are. Not who you want to be, but who you are. You can't do it alone, and you don't have to. So until next time, I want you to manifest daily.